Hi friends, it's Shanna, Shop Glorious Day on a glorious Sunday here in Round Top. Christmas parade was last night. I shared some videos from the community gathering and celebrating, which was really a great joy, which you can find. I actually started a little Christmas and Round Top playlist, which you can follow along if you'd like. The fall show videos are in a playlist also, and are up on YouTube now as well, so you can find them. I was going to start out at Dirty Bohemian. There was some work across the street, and I thought instead I'd take you on a little meander here through the other side of this fronting on 237, kind of village little area with shops here in Round Top, which I've shown you before. But if you're new to the page, perhaps you haven't seen them before. So we're going to take a little stroll in behind and meander our way through back to Dirty Bohemian and Southern Beast. Larry Olson is there. He is actually the dad of Brooke, who owns the Lyric Salon, and you saw the Lollipop shop that is opening. That's her as well, and her husband, and then the brewery in town, which will be opening very soon. So lots to look forward to and enjoy right now. So let's just take a little stroll back around and just see how lovely it is this time of year. So here we are, the Garden Company, Feed and Fire Water, and the fountain, and that's 237 there. Rummel Square sign there on 237, Townsend Provisions, and then I'd shared before, Garden Company, Feed and Fire Water. They have a beautiful decking on the back where you can enjoy some outdoor dining and some fresh air. So I'm going to take you a little back meander way through. This is the back door to the Round Top Coffee Shop. Actually, we'll get a peek from the back view of a few of the other shops in this little area of Round Top. So there we have the decking where you can enjoy some outdoor dining at the Garden Company, and then the back side of a few of the shops. So it's kind of fun to walk through this pathway. Fun way to reach them, following the sweet pathway. So, and then this is the side view, I guess, of Lyric Salon here, which I've given you a peek at, and the house also. Quiet Sunday, so they're not open. And then we're coming in from the side here on Dirty Bohemian and Southern Beast. So, work going on here, but just to give you a view. There we go, side by side. Beth of Dirty Bohemian is actually in Fort Worth for Cowboy Christmas. So you can find her there if you're there, but we'll get back to see her when she's back. And I'll just give you a peek inside the shop, then we'll go see Larry. Larry's there working on Kathy's boots, and let's just get a peek inside. Beautiful sunshine coming through, and there we go. So beautiful. So let's say hey to Larry Olson. Here we are. We finally made it over. I took them the meandering way from over by Garden Company. It was a fun little path, and Kathy's here too. Yay, working on boots. So tell me about what you love to do with the hats and the boots.
Well, the boots, there's so few places that you can get a shoe shine anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe the airport, there's not one near here. And used to be able to get them barbershop. Can't do that anymore. So it's either you do it yourself,
Right.
or come to me.
Right. That's great.
And then the hats, I've always loved hats.
Yeah.
And I started messing with them probably, I guess, 30 years ago. And I can shape hats. I know what the hat wants, and I listen to the person.
Yeah,
What their sensibilities are about how they want their hat, and what they're trying to, if they're trying to make a statement, or they're trying to have a good time, or they went for formal wear. So
I'd only noticed when I got my hat that there were so many different shapes and ways of shaping them. I hadn't really noticed all the different stylings and then just how people, their own personalities, come through with their hats.
Whatever your sensibilities are about your hat,
Yeah.
I can make it look like that.
Yeah. So I'll just turn around for a second. So you remember I got my first Stetson at Vincent Peach. Actually, who helped me? Actually, that's kind of fun how that's working out now. Yeah, so it was my first and honestly fits like a glove. I adore this hat and get comments on it all the time. But I was actually at Cam's the other night, and Larry and I were visiting, and he was telling me about how they can be sort of fine-tuned. So I said, well, I'll swing by and let's do that a bit. A great hat, but he's got some thoughts on how to maybe tweak it a little bit. What were your thoughts on, just in general, I guess, the kinds of things that you can do with the hat?
I can change the brim easily.
Yeah.
Where it's flatter
Yeah.
or higher up on the sides.
Yeah.
And it has something to do with the person's age too. The young cowboys now like a very boxed front end,
Okay.
wide.
Yeah.
You can tell how old a hat is, and usually people will buy a hat at a certain age, and they keep that style throughout time. This one is kind of like from the 70s.
Wow.
Size.
Yes.
Young guys would not wear a hat like this. They'd
Yeah.
have me square off the front, and the crown wouldn't be so high. But yeah, this is an example.
Yeah.
This one was on the back of somebody's truck.
Okay.
With a bit of timber on it.
Yeah,
No kidding.
With a board on it.
Yeah.
It had been there, he said, for a couple of years. It
Yeah.
came in totally flat. I'm still working on the brim on this guy, but I put a caul crown on it. which
Yeah.
is the slope front,
Yeah.
kind of like a Wyoming.
And is there any functional history that you know of to any of that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's mostly to keep water and sun off. That's what John B. Stetson
Yeah.
first started making the hats in the West for.
Yeah.
He came from like Baltimore or someplace, and he made hats there, but they were dress hats. And he came out to the West and found that the cowboys were actually wearing them for a purpose, and that was to keep the rain off and the sun
Right.
off. So that had to do with, that's why they have the sides crowned, and they have the front dipped so that it.
So it's actually
rolls
directing.
off.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because at the parade last night, of course, there was a little bit of rain. It was like sprinkling a bit, then there was a little, come and go. And at one point, I was with my friend Jamie, and I was like, oh, I guess the rain stopped. She said, no, it didn't. Look. Because I had my hat on, I didn't even feel it. I don't know. And she's like, no, it's still raining.
And it doesn't really hurt the hat. to
Okay.
rain.
Yeah.
Take care of it later. Make
Yeah.
sure it dries out well.
Yeah.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah.
A good hat, it can go through the rain with no problem.
Sure. So, well, my hat then, if you want to maybe get up and just share some thoughts about what you feel like you might want to do.
Yeah. First thing I noticed is that the back is up like this.
Okay.
The front looks really good unless you want something done.
Yeah.
If you want to narrow that up, I can do that. I can pull these down if you want.
Okay.
Or up more.
Yeah.
I think these look good. This looks good.
What do you think?
I might pull
Yeah.
this in just a little bit.
Okay.
And narrow it a little bit.
Okay.
And the crown is fine. The crown
Okay.
is fine. But the
And I
back
did mention
needs
to
most
Larry
of
that
it.
because I do the live videos, like I don't want it to come down too far on my face.
Sure.
But I have learned to at first.
Sure.
I was new to hats. I
Yeah.
had it tipped way back. I'm like,
I just,
right,
I
sort
just
of like
had
that.
somebody here
Yeah.
that had the
And
hat
some
down
people
the
just,
front,
yeah,
and I said just pull it up when you want to see. Otherwise,
right.
and you can adjust your attitude. You can give it one of these. Depends on
Right.
how you feel.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. So
No.
we're going to take a few minutes
Sure.
and we're going to let Larry work my hat a little bit, and we're just going to enjoy some little visit
Sure.
here. But we'll check back in on the other side so you can get a look.
You bet.
Alrighty. Bye
Let's
for
go this
now.
way.
Bye.